Our next guest is Storm, and she's another one of our senior cats that we have available for adoption. She's about 8 years old. She was actually adopted from us back in 2012, and she had a wonderful home with someone who really cared for her, and unfortunately her owner passed away. And despite attempts to find her another home, Storm ended up back here in the shelter with us. So she's been here since the 30th of July. First couple weeks were, she was pretty sad. Animals grieve loss just like we do. So she was a little sad at her situation and missing her owner, but she seems to have settled in and is a little better now. She's getting lots of attention from volunteers. She's not crying as much at her cage as she was before. She kind of comes up and greets people, but she's also happy just to lay in her bed and hang out. So she's doing a lot better as far as adjusting to life in the shelter and being used to this new situation. Even though she is a senior, she really does not behave like an older cat. Even when we were doing her initial exam before we knew all of the information, we thought she was a much younger cat. So physically she's in great health, and she still kind of has that young sassy cat attitude. She's she's not going to be necessarily a cat that's going to be just a lazy lay around the house all day. She's still pretty active, full of curiosity. She's kind of looking around the room, taking everything in, figuring out where she wants to go. She has been known to escape from her cage a couple of times, so she wants to get out and walk around and see what's going on in the other areas of the adoption floor. So she's got a big personality that kind of matches her nice big green eyes. We don't have a profile from her most recent owner, but we do have a profile from when she was adopted from us the first time. So she had lived with cats before but didn't really get along with them. So if you're planning on adding her as a second cat, you really want to make sure you're giving her the appropriate adjustment period where you're letting them get to know each other over supervised interactions and then giving them time apart instead of just forcing them together. Because Storm is a senior, she would again be adopted for that senior reduction in her adoption fee, meaning she would go home for a fee of $77.50.